Good morning, children. Now this is 9th class social studies history lesson, the 13th lesson. What is that? Democratic and nationalist revolutions, 17th and 18th centuries. 17th and 18th centuries. Students, now our country following what type of government? Democratic type of government. So, in democratic type of government, what we can see, every 5 years we are conducting. That means the election commission conducting elections. In that elections, from the parties, some are electing. That means the people are cast their votes to who are the leaders of that concerning parties. Who got the majority? They are going to parliament. In that parliament, they are called MPs, member of parliament. Okay, so that all members will elect as their leader, who are the majority party. Okay, as one is prime minister. That prime minister will rule the country 5 years. Okay, now after independence, we are following this method. This is called democracy. So, in this democracy, actual powers are vested in the hands of the people. That means, people have the right, elders, those who crossed 18 years, that people have right to vote. These people will cast their vote. Okay, that means people have the right to choose one person or some persons as their representatives to rule the country. Before independence, the country rule was under the hands of Britishers. Okay, next one. Before Britishers, our country was divided as some kingdoms. That kingdoms were ruled by kings. King vested all, this one king vested all powers in his hand and he ruled that kingdom. Okay, but here in democracy system, all powers are vested in the hands of not the king, in the hands of the people of that country. So that is monarchy system, this is democratic system. In this democracy system, people are the powerful one. People have the right to choose the leader. But in monarchy system, people they didn't have any right to choose the leader or the king. Kingship is hereditary. That means after king, his son will come as king to rule the country. That means his family have the right to rule the country. But in democracy system, that is not like that. Okay, even a common man also will elect as PM by the people. That is the flexibility of democracy. Okay, now here look at European countries. So we know what are the European countries. I will tell you once, listen to me. European countries are very powerful countries. Okay, so these European countries ruled or occupied or set up their colonies in Asia continent countries and also Africa continent countries. For example, our country also ruled by Britishers. So British means European country. England, Britain, they are European country. Okay, next France. England, France, Portuguese, okay, that means Portugal. These countries are belongs to European countries. Not only there, but also Italy, Germany, Poland, Hungary, Greece. Okay, so many countries. Norway, Sweden, Finland. Okay, these all countries are in Europe. Okay, now listen, here in this lesson, it mentioned about only 3 countries. The three countries names are, first one is England, Second one is okay, USA. USA. I'll tell you about USA in this lesson. United States of America. Next one is France. Next one is France. Now students listen. We know the England capital London, USA capital Washington DC, France capital Paris. France capital Paris. Now in this lesson we will discuss about these countries' administration. What happened in their countries, how they ruled at the time of kingship, or what happened at the time of kingship or kings in these countries, how the people revolted against the king, how they established a democratic type of government in their countries. Next one, Britain means England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland. England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland. So this is called Britain. This Britain ruled by one dynasty. That dynasty name is Tudor dynasty. What is that dynasty name? Tudor dynasty. So Tudor dynasty king was ruled this Britain. Okay. England. Kings and queens ruled in 17th century. When they ruled, not at present. In 17th century, even our country also, we have the president. We have the president. For example, now Ramnath Kovind, Mr. Ramnath Kovind was our president of India. Okay, but the position is ceremonial one. Okay, but the actual powers are vested in our country in the hands of the parliament. That means parliament representatives, MPs. Among all MPs, we will elect one person as PM, Prime Minister. So now the Prime Minister Modi. So Modi has the power, 5 years power to rule our country. Okay, by the president name he is ruling. But here, Parliament means President of India and Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Okay, these all members are elected by the people. That means people have the right. Okay. So it was adopted from that countries after our independence. Okay, it started for the first time in these countries. What's that countries? England, France, USA. Okay, in these countries. Now let us discuss in detail about these countries. For example, what happened in England in 17th century? So I said already the 17th century in England, that country ruled by kings and queens. What that dynasty name? Tudor dynasty. Here, when the king was ruling, okay, in England, actually, we know Christianity, two branches are there in that Christianity. First one is RCM, second one is Protestant. Okay, RCM means Roman Catholic Missions. Roman Catholic Mission. Okay, so they constructed churches. Okay, they served the poor people. They started schools and colleges almost throughout the world in almost all countries. Okay, they served the people, not in Christianity. Okay, now listen, here Pope is there in Roman Catholic Mission. Okay, Pope has the superior power, but in England, the king opposed the dominance of or supremacy of Pope, which is belongs to Roman Catholic Mission or Church. Okay, next one. After when he refused the powers of Pope, that means belongs to Roman Catholic Church. After some years, even the Parliament also refused the king. The Parliament also refused the king. Who are in that Parliament? Landlords are there, traders are there, businessmen are there, educated people are there. That means in the society who are elites, they are the members in the Parliament. Okay, so on those days, king has the supreme power. He has the power to rule the country. All departments, almost he is the superior person over all departments. But when the Parliament is opposing the authority of king, the king needed money. The king needed money to fight against the remaining enemy countries. That means for war he maintained some soldiers. Okay, so for soldiers he need money. So that's why king wanted to lay taxes over the people, but parliament is opposed to lay taxes over the people by the king. Okay, so it leads the democracy system in Britain. It leads the democratic system in Britain. So finally they formed one type of government that is called democratic type of government. Where? In Britain. So for the first time we can see the democratic type of government in European countries. Okay, the first country is in England. Okay, that England ruled our country. They ruled over 200 years and they plundered our India. They took away our natural resources, our raw material. Okay, so we know our Indians also fought against Britishers and we got independence from the Britishers. Now listen students, now we come back to the lesson. Here we are discussing about England, okay, kings. Here in 1603, James I, who ruled that England in 1603? James I ruled the England in 1603. But when he was ruling England as a king, the parliament is opposing the superiority of this king. Okay, but king believed that power has given by God. So he has the power, that is divine right. Okay, who believed that one? James I. James I believed this kingship has been given by God. That it is divine power. So that is why he did not obey the orders of the parliament members. So that he believed. Okay. But after this James I, another king came. His name was Charles I. What his name? Charles I. So he dissolved the parliamentary system. Without consent of parliament, he ruled the country 11 years. Okay, 11 years. This man also, without consent of the parliament, ruling 11 years, but he need money for wars. So that is why he requested or he asked the government, asked the parliament, okay, grant special grants for war. Okay, so the long parliament lasted 1640 to 1660. It is called long parliament. Students, it is very important. You keep in mind the long parliament period when 1640 to 1660. That means here how many years? You know already, 20 years. But here without consent he ruled 11 years. This is also important one. Now keep in mind and don't confuse here. But parliament is always opposing the superiority of the king. That's why he need these parliament arrested who are the officials and ministers of the king. Okay, officials and ministers of the king. But when it is doing like this, the parliament, even king also started war with the parliament members. It was lasted 5 years. So finally the parliament members defeated who are the ministers and officials under king. So here finally they defeated the king. Next one, not only defeated the king, these all parliament members executed this king in 1649. Finally they announced their country as a republic one. Republic means what? Republic means the head of the state, that means king or president, will elect by the people. Not he will elect in the manner of hierarchy. That means after king his son will come as king. After that man his son will come. So this is not the good procedure. the king came to fill the throne by the members or by the people who are elected in the parliament as representatives of the people. So that we can see this is called republic. Republic means the head of the state, whether he is king or president, will elect by the people of the country. Next one, it did not last more years, but that Parliament invited in 1688 William Orange and his wife Mary. Mary was the granddaughter of Charles I. Mary was the daughter of Charles I. But here, when they invited, Parliament invited, that Parliament already reduced the powers of the king. Reduced the powers of the king. So, next one, powers of the king, it leads to the democracy. Democracy means people have the right to choose the representatives and also the head of the king. Okay. Next one. Here, what happened? All powers are transferred from king to parliament without shedding any blood and without firing any gun. All powers vested in the hands of the king. So these king's powers transferred from king to parliament members. So this is called glorious revolution or bloodless revolution. Okay, glorious revolution or bloodless revolution. Without shedding blood, the powers transferred from king to parliament. Okay, next one. After the parliament gave right to vote some persons who are the rich people or landlords or traders or businessmen are educated in 1832. But after some years, that means 1928, by 1928, who are elders, that means who are crossed 18 years above, that right to vote has been given by the government to the people. So that is happened. So that is the English. That means England position. Next one, students listen here. USA 13 colonies came from England to USA and settled down. From England to America. So in 1774 to 1789, okay, this is the period, independence time. 13 colonies came from England and settled in America. But they started living in America even though England people came on behalf of the king and levied many taxes over these 13 colonies who were settled in America. That is why, but they have no representation in England Parliament. Okay, are you understood? So that is why the people who settled in America as 13 colonies, they all together came and they raised one slogan: no taxation without any representation. No taxation without any representations. So they held meetings, okay, almost to accept Georgia, that 13 colonies, that means 12 colonies people came together and held meeting in 1774. Okay, they requested the King George III to reduce tax and give special powers to that 13 colonies who settled in America, because they separated from England, but England people always supervising and suppressing these people even though they are separated from England. Okay, that is why they requested King George III, but he refused. So that is why the British army and fought with American soldiers in America. So that is why finally American people won in this war in 1775. It started in 1775, but they won October 1781. Who won here? Our British soldiers, the American soldiers, especially these 13 colonies people won. Are you understood? So next one, treaty with the help of Paris or France. So the Treaty of Paris in 1783, this war was ended. Next, they declared independence in 4th July 1776. Here one famous man, his name is Thomas Jefferson. Okay, he prepared one declaration. Okay, next one, life, liberty, happiness. So these are the main. Okay, they are the main things. They emphasize about the people of life or freedom, happiness, liberty, etc. In 1789, the government formed in USA. USA means United States of America. So Bill of Rights also they prepared. Okay, on the basis of what are the main bases here? Freedom, liberty, okay, life of the people, and happiness of the people. So students, listen. I told you here about England and also America. Okay, students. We will discuss about the remaining lesson about France in the next class. Thank you.